Good evening, Richmond County, and welcome to your Friday edition of Live at 5. I'm Matt Harrelson. A man accused of causing a fire that burned part of one home and melted the siding of another is facing 2 counts of arson. The Richmond County Sheriff's Office on Wednesday served 34-year-old Tenarius Cartrell White with warrants charging him with 2 counts of first-degree arson in connection to an early morning fire on May 17th. Detective Major Jay Childers said Monday that the Sheriff's Office received assistance from the North Carolina State Bureau of Investigation, as well as a K-9 from the Union County Fire Marshal's Office. The East Rockingham Fire Department responded to the blaze on Marigold Street just after 3:30 a.m. Friday, where crews found 2 vehicles, a Chevy Suburban and a Nissan Altima, on fire, according to Assistant Chief Bill Bayless. The fire also burned the wooden carport the vehicles were under, as well as one room on the residence, which was a 24 by 60 mobile home on a concrete foundation, Bayless said. Inside that home were 8 people, including 4 children under the age of 18, according to an arrest warrant. Heat from the fire also melted the siding on the home next door. Warrants show 4 people lived at that home, including a 2-year-old and 10-month-old. When served with the arson warrants, White was already in the Richmond County Jail, having already been arrested for allegedly carrying a sawed-off Springfield 20-gauge shotgun. White is charged with 1 felony count each of possession of a firearm by a felon and possession of a weapon of mass destruction, as well as a misdemeanor count of carrying a concealed gun. 2 local PD Electric linemen have completed a volunteer project to bring electricity to a rural Bolivian village for the first time. Jody Keene of Rockingham and Steve Pressler of Norwood, both employees of PD Electric, served as part of the Brighter World Initiative team to build infrastructure to connect the village of Lafayette to the electric grid. More than 120 people in the mountainous agricultural community in central Bolivia now have access to improved education and economic opportunities, as well as power for their homes and the local school. The Brighter World Initiative brought together 13 expert line workers from 7 North Carolina electric co-ops to build about 5 miles of power lines. Most of the work was done by hand, as access to trucks and machinery was limited. Local villagers worked with the team to help navigate the most challenging terrain, including crossing a 2,000-foot ravine. At the completion of the 18-day project, community members, local leaders, and volunteers gathered at the school for a ribbon-cutting ceremony and celebration. Cheers, applause, and fireworks rang out when the crew leader flipped the switch to illuminate light bulbs throughout the school building for the first time. In North Carolina, at-risk 4-year-olds unable to attend a brick-and-mortar pre-K may soon get a chance to attend virtual preschool. Some lawmakers are looking to enact the pilot program for low-income families whose children are missing out on a pre-K education. At the behest of the state, Waterford.org, a Utah-based early learning nonprofit, would administer the program Waterford Upstart. The kindergarten readiness program features daily 15-minute online lessons in, for example, reading, math, and science. Lessons involve songs and games to help children learn. The lesson isn't done just because the 15 minutes of screen time are up, as parents are encouraged to continue the lesson by doing activities in the home and by adding a personal element to early learning. The virtual early learning pilot program is some lawmakers' answers to the wait list. Spearheaded by Representative Craig Horn, the pilot program aims to prevent low-income students unable to attend preschool from falling behind when they start kindergarten. The state would provide computers and home internet access for those eligible for the program. All right, when we return, I've got your Live at 5 weather report. What's the weather for Memorial Day weekend? We'll let you know right after the break, so stay tuned.
At Richmond Community College, we can prepare you for a high-skill, high-paying career in a variety of fields. We are always developing new courses and programs in response to the communities we serve. We offer day, evening, and online courses, and you can now complete 7 curricular programs entirely online, including our university transfer degree. At Richmond Community College, we believe in helping you prepare for a better life. Richmond Community College, local college, big impact.
Willow Tree Antiques and Gifts is an occasional shop located at 122 South Hancock Street in Rockingham. We are open the first weekend of each month, Thursday through Saturday. We strive to offer a unique selection of vintage, antique, handmade, and new goods. If you are looking for something out of the ordinary, then we're the place for you. Willow Tree Antiques and Gifts is passionate about helping you make your home or office space unique. We would love to see you during our next occasional shop dates.
Today's Live at 5 weather report is brought to you by Richmond Community College, whose motto is Local College, Big Impact. And as you can see on the office cam behind me, nothing but blue skies. As we've seen over the last few days, it has been significantly hot, and that's not planning on changing anytime soon. So as we take a look at the map behind me, for Fayetteville tomorrow, a high of 92, a low all the way down of 73. Down in Lumberton, much the same, high of 93, low of 73. Back up in Rayford, 92 for the high, 73 for the low tomorrow. Right over my shoulder in Southern Pines for tomorrow, you can expect a high of 92, a low of 72. As I move over in Scotland County for tomorrow, 93 for the high, 72 for the low. Down in Bennettsville, if you're heading towards the beach, 93 for the high, 72 for the low there. Here in Richmond County, in the northern end at least, in Ellerby, a high of 90, a low of 71. Right here in Rockingham for tomorrow, a high of 91, low of 71. Exact same temperatures if you're heading the other way down 74 across the PD River, as Wadesboro can expect a high of 91, a low of 71. And as you can see, nothing but sunshine expected for tomorrow. Now, as we move through the weekend and taking a look at our 7-day forecast, a lot more sunshine on the way, as I just mentioned for tomorrow here, a high of 91, a low of 71. As we finish out the weekend on Sunday, all the way up to a high of 96, a low of 69 Sunday night. Then on Memorial Day, more sunshine expected, a high of 94 that day with a low of 71. As we move further into next week on Tuesday, a high of 96, a low of 69 for that day. Now, on next Wednesday, more sunshine, the hottest temperatures we can expect over the next 7 days with a high of 98, a low of 76. Then on Thursday, very repetitive here, more sunshine expected, high of 90 that day, a low of 71. And then a week from today, next Friday, at least some clouds expected in the forecast, but once again, a high of 91, a low of 72. So not expecting to see the temperature drop much more lower than 90, at least during the day. Now, with temperatures being so hot, we of course want to put out a sort of a PSA here and show you what the average rise in temperature inside of an enclosed vehicle will be over time. And as you can see, in just 10 minutes, the temperature in your car can rise as much as 19 degrees, 29 degrees in 20 minutes, 34 degrees in just half an hour. And if you leave pets, kids, that sort of thing inside of the car for more than 60 minutes, as you can see, it will rise up more than 40 degrees. So of course, make sure to not do that. Don't leave your kids, don't leave your pets inside the car, especially while it's hot out like this. And that's going to do it for your Live at 5 weather report. When we return, we've got more news plus your Live at 5 sports update, all that and more right after this.
McNair Auto Sales is the place to buy your pre-owned car, truck, or van. To be the best, it takes big selection, friendly staff, and great pricing. We guarantee a no-hassle buying experience, and financing is available right on site. So come see us today. We're located at 1026 East Broad Avenue in Rockingham. And remember, with over 40 years of experience, you know McNair is the name you can trust.
At Richmond County Hospice, we strive to provide high-quality care to our patients and their families. Whether it's the incredible hospitality at the Haven House or from the comfort of your own home, you can count on hospice to be there for you. We also offer monthly grief support groups, and our chaplain will be there to hold your hand in prayer. Through our amazing staff and our volunteers, hospice has made difficult times easier for our community. Call the number on your screen if you feel that you or your loved one may benefit from our services. Richmond County Hospice. Peace, comfort, dignity.
Members of the Rockingham VFW Post 4203 Auxiliary spent Thursday afternoon prepping for Saturday's Memorial Day service. Donnie Sweat, Mary Tyler, and Eileen Kinsey spent Thursday and Friday placing small U.S. flags in Veterans Memorial Park across from the VFW Post on Old River Road. The park, which sits across from the post, is named in memory of Frank Gibbon Jr., who served in the U.S. Army in Vietnam and was awarded the Purple Heart, according to Sweat. Gibbon died in 2013 and has a memorial marker at the park. Saturday's service begins at 11 a.m. and will include a wreath laying by Richmond County's veterans organizations and a 3-shot volley and flag folding ceremony by AmVets Post 316. Arts Richmond will also have a mural at the post that is in progress for people to sign up and contribute to. There will be a meal served at the post immediately following the service. On Sunday, there will be a memorial service for late George Hogue, who served as a B-17 pilot during World War II. There have also been flags already placed near headstones at Richmond County Memorial Park in advance of the national holiday. Volunteers placed a sea of flags on the graves of veterans in the cemetery on Tuesday, according to a post by Ed O'Neill on the What's Up Richmond County Facebook page. The tradition was started more than 30 years ago by the late Jimmy Brigman, a twice-wounded Army veteran who served during World War II and Korea. One of the promises that Ashley Larson said upon her hiring last summer as Richmond Senior High School's head volleyball coach was to expand the sport's roots in Richmond County. And that's exactly what Larson is doing as she's gearing up for her second season at the helm of the Lady Raiders. The Richmond volleyball program will be hosting a summer camp for local youngsters, the first under Larson's watch, open to rising 3rd graders through rising 9th graders. The 4-day developmental camp will run from Monday, June 17th through Thursday, June 20th in Richmond's gymnasium. Helping Larson will be first-year junior varsity head coach Melissa Dennis, who teaches at Washington Street Elementary School. Also returning to her old stomping grounds will be current college players Madeline Chappell and Altman Griffin. Chappell just wrapped up her junior year at Salem College and was second on the team with 224 kills in 28 matches. Griffin, on the other hand, was redshirted her freshman year at UNC Wilmington and is vying for more playing time this fall. Both of whom were standout volleyball players while at Richmond. Larson anticipates their collegiate experience to benefit this summer's camp participants. Cost for the camp is $55 per player if signed up ahead of the first day of camp, and the cost includes a camp t-shirt. Late registration is $60 per player. For any further information or questions, you can contact Coach Larson at 910-997-9812. Even though the class of 2019 has yet to turn its tassels, fall sports are already getting underway at Richmond Senior High School. For 2 area volleyball players, it never really ended. Rising juniors Georgia Grace Anderson and Emmy Cooley have been hitting the courts as part of the athletic club of the Sandhills volleyball program since Richmond's 2018 season ended in late October. The 2 Lady Raiders compete as part of the program's 16 and under black team, which was recently named the Division III Regional Champions in March. Over the weekend, the 16U black team started its AAU season at the South Carolina Grand Prix Tournament in Spartanburg, South Carolina. The team finished in 8th place out of 20 teams in its division, but Cooley and Anderson both feel like their team played well against some very competitive opponents. Despite going 3-3 on the weekend, the AC Sandhills team managed to keep every set close. It opened play on Saturday by sweeping the Grand Strand Juniors Purple team from Conway, South Carolina in 2 sets. The AC Sandhills black team will return to action this weekend at Virginia Tech University. And that's going to do it for another edition of Live at 5. Of course, be sure to stay up to date on all of the latest here in Richmond County by going to richmondobserver.com or by downloading the free RO app for your mobile devices. And be sure to tune in to Good Morning Sandhills Monday through Friday during their new time from 7 to 8 a.m. when you can try to win a chance at a 2-night stay downtown Southern Pines at the Jefferson Inn by finding the RE/MAX Smart Car. But you're running out of time, as next week will be the last time that the Smart Car has been stolen. For the Live at 5 crew, I'm Matt Harrelson. Thanks for watching and have a great Memorial Day weekend, Richmond County.